Let us start with dyes and their properties. As you might be aware, dyes impart colors to fibers. Dye colors are quite resistant to light, water, soap and detergents and do not fade easily. In olden days, people used coloring matters obtained from plants and animals to dye fibers. You know, the blue dye or the indigo color is obtained from the leaves of indigo plant and the turkey red from roots of madder plant. Also in olden times, people used to extract natural dyes like Tyrian purple from snails. Further, a more interesting fact about dyes is the first synthetic dye, Perkin Violet, was invented by William Henry Perkin in 1856. This synthetic dye was also known as mauve. Most dyes contain a chromogen or a chromophore and an oxochrome group. The chromophores that impart color to dyes include these. Meanwhile, the oxochrome group intensifies the color of the dyes and forms chemical bonds with fibers to help the dye adhere to the fibers strongly. Some important oxochromes include these. Let's now take a look at the chemical structure of a dye called aniline yellow dye. Now in this structure, in the left side is a chromogen and the right side is an oxochrome. Now let us look at the different types of dyes. Although dyes are classified based on the chromogen composition, in general dyes are well known based on their application method. While acidic dyes are applied to fibers in acidic medium, basic dyes are applied in a basic medium. Similarly, direct dyes are applied directly without being aided by any other material. Modern dyes are another kind of dyes used while using fibers in soluble dyes to help form insoluble dye color. Also, there are vat dyes that are believed to be named after their use in large vats. Our next topic of discussion is drugs. Drugs play a vital role in our life. Drugs are very important for prevention and treatment of various diseases. It is equally important that a drug should be safe and must meet certain primary but important prerequisites. First, it is important that the effect of drugs should be localized at the site of ailment. Then, drugs that we use should be effective and not toxic. Also, drugs should not have any side effects and should not injure patient's body tissues and disturb physiological process in our body. Like other products that we just learnt about, even drugs are available from both natural and synthetic resources. Natural resources include plants, animals and microorganisms. Synthetic drugs are manufactured from coal-based chemicals and petrochemicals. Drugs from natural sources include alkaloids, vitamins, hormones and other antibiotics. However, most of the drugs for the nervous system, heart and blood circulations are obtained synthetically. Depending on the structure and requirement of drugs, they are produced in a large scale to meet the demands. In a broader perspective, all drugs are categorized into 6 important types. 1. Drugs that work on central nervous system. 2. Drugs working on peripheral nervous system. 3. Cardiovascular drugs working on heart and blood circulation. 4. Chemotherapeutic drugs acting on foreign bodies. 5. Vitamins such as A, B, C, D, E or K. And 6. Hormones. Based on the need and the kind of disease, these drugs are manufactured for prevention or cure of related diseases. Another area of products is very closely related to drugs, that is pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals are a form of drugs, or you can say modified drugs, given to patients. Pharmaceuticals include liquid dispersion, tablets, syrups, injection, capsule, pills and coated tablets. Since drugs usually have unpleasant taste and therefore difficult to take directly, modified drugs are prepared by compression of the drugs in high pressure and addition of other ingredients to change its taste and smell. For example, you may have had syrups for cough or other such problems. They are usually sweet in taste because the liquid drug has additional ingredients. Similarly, coated tablets and capsules can be swallowed easily. As I have mentioned before, tablets are made by compressing the duck powder under high pressure. There are basically two methods for preparation of tablets: wet method and dry method. In the wet method, the powdered drug and other necessary ingredient are dispersed with gelatin and then screened through a mesh sieve. And then the granules are dried on trays in hot air ovens and compressed to get tablets. In the dry method, the ingredients are granulated and then screened through a mesh sieve and then finally compressed and packed as tablets. The most commonly used medicines you will find in any medical stores include aspirin, paracetamol, brufen, insulin, penicillin, quinolin, etc. Let us take a look at the structure of two commonly used medicines, aspirin and paracetamol. While paracetamol includes an OH group, and aspirin contains a COOH group intact.